What's going on, guys? It's MindShaz here, bringing you guys another brand new Star Wars Battlefront 2 video. Now, in today's video, what I'm going to be talking about is 5 game modes that I think will be added, and I think should be added to Star Wars Battlefront 2, because currently we are sitting at 5 permanent game modes and 1 limited time mode in Jetpack Cargo. The 5 permanent game modes we have are Galactic Assault, Starfighter Assault, Heroes vs. Villains, Strike, and Blast, and I think we need to add some variety to the game, because it gets kind of boring playing the same 5 game modes over and over. Jetpack Cargo you could play for half an hour and eventually just get bored. It's the same map over and over, and I mean eventually it's just going to get boring, so we definitely need some variety in the game to keep people playing and to keep drawing people back into play. I don't even want to talk about things like the Hoth Luke skin right now. I was thinking about making a video about that, talking about that and how that's what that could honestly lead to, but I don't want to get into it because I just don't want to talk about it. Let's just focus on the future, because I'm hoping big things can come to Battlefront 2. Maybe it's false hope, I don't know. But let's get into number 5, and number 5 is just regular cargo, just cargo. We already have Jetpack Cargo, which can be somewhat fun, but like I said a little bit earlier, it gets kind of boring after 30 minutes. I mean, I think regular cargo on more standard sized maps, and more maps in general, like Endor, Yavin 4, or just every other map besides Tatooine, would be good. If you don't know, cargo is basically capture the flag in a way where you steal the enemy's cargo and take it back to your base. It was featured in Battlefront 2015, as were most of the entries on this list. But we already have Jetpack Cargo, so normal cargo would make the most sense. I mean, it's pretty standard. I believe in Jetpack Cargo, you go to the middle, or there's like random spots for the cargo, and you have to take it to their base, or it's something like that. In the description on the wiki, it said that in 2015's version, it was basically capture the flag, where you steal their cargo and take it back to your base. Don't know how they'd add it, which way they'd add it, but regular cargo with more maps, I think, would be a solid game mode to add. Coming in at number 4, I guess this isn't really a top 5, but I mean, I have 5, and this is the 4th one, is obviously Galactic Conquest. Now, this is the only mode, the only mode we do have that is the biggest mode in Battlefront 2 is Galactic Assault currently, and it has some flaws with objectives, map flow, and other various issues and different phases on each map. Galactic Conquest is easily the most requested, and it's even been talked about by DICE themselves, so I honestly wouldn't be surprised if we see this added within the next few months. And thinking about that statement that I just said, I mean, I actually probably would be surprised, because it sounds like the work they're doing is taking a lot longer than a few months. But like I said, DICE Firewall, or Dennis, has talked about Galactic Conquest being added. At one point, he straight up said, yes, Galactic Conquest is being added. He then rescinded that statement and changed it around a little bit, but I do believe Galactic Conquest is being made currently, as is highly requested. And it would also most likely be 32v32 with 64 players in the game total, resembling the popular Battlefield modes. Obviously, it's basically just Battlefield, but Star Wars themed. Obviously, regular cargo and Galactic Conquest, I think, are the highest chances. I think they have the highest chances of being added to the game, because they're basically have already been taught. I mean, Jetpack Cargo is already in the game, so you take out the jetpacks, and then you basically have cargo. Just change the map size a little bit. Then Galactic Conquest has already been talked about, so I think those have the highest chances. The last 3 on this list, I don't exactly know, but I definitely think they could come into the game eventually. At number 3, we have Hero Hunt. Now, this was featured in Battlefront 2015, and personally, I think we need a lot more games centered around heroes, because I really do like using the heroes, and not everyone can get into a Galactic Assault game and get a hero. I know I'm able to usually get them, but I don't really like playing Galactic Assault a lot. I'm really waiting on Galactic Conquest. Hopefully I don't have to wait much longer. But some people can't always get heroes, and the only thing to play is heroes versus villains, and honestly, that might be kind of rough. So Hero Hunt was also featured in Battlefront 2015, just like Cargo, and it pits a single hero character against several attackers who try to take the hero down. When the hero is finally taken out, a new round will begin, and a new hero is chosen, and getting kills as the hero will amount to that person's final score. Whoever has the highest score by the end of the game will win the match. And personally, I think it would spice up the limited selection of game modes we have with a little different approach. Like I said, I do think we need more hero-based game modes. I mean, Heroes vs. Villains is good. Hero Hunt would be cool. I mean, there's just so many other game modes they could have to give people the opportunity to use heroes if they aren't maybe the best players and don't really get to get them in Galactic Assault very very often, and maybe they don't want to play heroes versus villains because, I mean, you're just playing other heroes versus villains, and you don't get that opportunity to just absolutely destroy all the troopers that you see in your sight. So I think Hero Hunt would be a very fun game mode to add. Coming in at number 2, now I said free-for-all. Now I don't believe that a free-for-all game mode was in the 2015 release of Battlefront, and I mean, it's pretty straightforward, it's pretty self-explanatory. It would most likely be 8 to 12 players on a map, and it obviously is every man for himself. I think it'd be cool to have a mode to test your personal skill against others on a level playing field and not having to deal with the lack of team balance that's currently in the game. I know you guys have experienced this. Either you're having teammates that are AFK, or you're having teammates that are just completely trash. I mean, seen a lot of complaints about the team balance in Galactic Assault, specifically on Reddit and things like that. So I think free-for-all would be a nice change of pace for some people. And it's also a good idea for when the other modes like Blast, Strike, Galactic Assault are getting bored, getting dry. Just go to free-for-all, test out your skills for a little bit, and then, yeah, it'll just be a fun game mode to play. Now, coming in at number 1, this is kind of my idea, but it's also a style of mode that's been featured in other multiplayer games before that have abilities, and that's Total Chaos. I called it Total Chaos, but I mean, you could call it like Total Mayhem or something like that. Basically, all the abilities and the blasters have way faster cooldown times to keep the chaos going. It would most likely be a 10v10 game mode on strike-size maps with the fastest recharge on the abilities that you have, and blaster overheating taking way longer than it usually would. Obviously, this mode would not be something to take serious. It would just be an all-out war using everything you have with limited cooldown times. It'd probably get annoying for some people, and I'm sure a lot of people would end up raging at it, but I think it'd be fun to have something that's just completely ridiculous in the game. Now, Jetpack Cargo is nowhere near this, but it is closer to the whole fast-paced, intense chaos. But could you imagine just everyone, 10 people on each team running around, their blasters basically never overheating? I don't know. I think that would be super fun. Maybe after they nerf the exploding shot on the DC-15. But, yeah. So those are the 5 game modes as a quick wrap-up. We had Regular Cargo, Galactic Conquest, Hero Hunt, Free-for-all, and the Total Chaos game mode that I just talked about. So I hope you guys did enjoy it. Tell me in the comment down below what game modes you'd like to see added to Battlefront 2. I'm sure a lot of you are going to say Galactic Conquest, but let me know if you guys want to see any of the other ones that I said on this list. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, definitely drop a like. If you guys are new, make sure to subscribe. Love you guys so much. Hope you had an amazing day, everybody, and peace out.